Shalom, shalom. I'm Barbara, and I'm always short and sweet. Who is the enchantress, and what is her sign? Well, why is it that the rainbow sign is seen everywhere in our culture? And is it possible that it goes back to an ancient mystery in Mesopotamia? As everything goes back to Babylon. Well, Mystery Babylon, the gods and spirits of ancient times had returned to the modern world, and specifically to America. A strange thing has happened to America and Western civilization. This is a quote from Jonathan Cahn. It has become saturated with the sign of the rainbow. Did you ever wonder why? Well, it goes back to the tablets of ancient Sumer and Babylon. It has to do with the goddess known as the Enchantress, and it contains a specific mystery that would surprise and shock those who hear it. The return of the ancient goddess, the Enchantress. From ancient times, the Enchantress was connected to a sign. And do you know what that sign was? It was the rainbow. And she was the goddess of sexual licentiousness and sexual immorality. Her ancient hymns declare that she has the power to turn a man into a woman and a woman into a man. The Enchantress is the goddess that blurs sexuality and merges gender. The Enchantress breaks the line of distinction between man and woman, male and female, boy and girl. Is it this spirit which is now taking possession of our culture? The sign associated with her was a sign of the rainbow, and it was written that the goddess had rainbow eyes and that she stretched herself across the sky as a rainbow. The Enchantress, also known as Ashtoreth, is referenced in the book of Judges. And the two gods of Baal and Ashtoreth, or Ishtar, are linked together, and you'll find them in the Bible. The Enchantress god represents the goddess of sexuality, and she started the sexual revolution. The return of Ishtar to modern world weakened marriage. Sex became a god to be pursued. America became filled with pornography. Images that were once forbidden or taboo began to fill the movie screens. And there was another side of Ishtar, another power, and another agenda. She was a sorceress, or the transformer, a god who changes man into woman and woman into man by altering human desire, identity, and nature itself. The transformer takes the sexual revolution to a deeper level and transforms America and Western civilization. And I'll leave all these quotes below for you to look up. Annabelle Dublé, an international teacher, author, and scholar of the Rose lineage and founder of Avalon Rose Chapel, is an expert in ancient goddess. She says Ishtar embodies both the love and loss side of relationships and gives us permission to explore our edges. Ishtar teaches us to be completely free and unashamed in our full expression of all aspects of love, sexuality, and gender, says Dublé. She encourages us to tear down any internalized and external boundaries to this inherent freedom to follow the primal love in our heart and passion in our body. The power of metamorphosis belongs to Ishtar. She could transform a man into a woman and a woman into a man. She has changed our nation's priorities, values, and desires. What the culture once rejected, it would now accept. What it once accepted, it would now reject. The day that our country redefined marriage and placed her sign, the rainbow, on the nation's highest house, the White House, that is the day our country did, in effect, place the nation into her hands and her ownership. Her possession is a demonic possession, and it is a spirit which is now taking possession of our culture. The Enchantress blurs sexuality and merges gender, and her name is Ishtar and Ashtoreth. 12/13/2022, this just recently happened. The Biden administration lit up the south portico of the White House in rainbow colors on Tuesday evening after the president signed the Respect for Marriage Act into law earlier in the day. President Biden signed the legislation which provides federal protections for same-sex marriage during a celebratory event on the South Lawn with more than 2,000 attendees. This happened in 2015. During the Obama administration, the White House lit up the north side of the building with rainbow colors following the Supreme Court's landmark Orville and Hodges ruling in 2015 that guaranteed a constitutional right to same-sex marriage. Well, our God, Jehovah, is the living God. He is not silent. He is stronger than kings or presidents. He made an everlasting covenant with his people, and the sign of his covenant is the rainbow. Stand strong, be of good courage. Do not bow down your knee to any god or goddesses of this age. And do not be silent, because the laws of man will pass away, but the laws of Yah will remain forever. Do not fear the future. The future belongs to God, our God, the living God. And in Genesis 9:12, Elohim said, "This is the token of covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations." That means eternity. Here's verse 13. "I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. And that covenant is forever." So please like if this is a blessing to you, and share it with your friends that love Yeshua. Judges 2:12 and 13 talks about Israel forsaking Yah. They forsook Yahweh, Elohim of their fathers, which brought them out of the land of Egypt, and followed other gods, the gods of the people that were around them, and bowed themselves unto them, and provoked Yah to anger. And they forsook Yahweh and served Baal and Ashtoreth. So remember, I'm short and sweet, and I'll be back next time, Yah willing.